I'm so excited for this new year, you have no idea. Welcome to the Makeup and Beauty Podcast, where we talk about all things makeup and beauty with a dash of fashion and pop culture. I'm your host, Cmichellestyles, and let's jump right into it. Welcome to the first episode in 2022. And by the time you guys listen to this, my birthday would have already passed. Yes, my birthday was Monday. Your girl is just getting more and more grown out here in these streets. And I'm so happy to have another year around the sun. And I'm so grateful to God for that. My birthday was great. My holiday was great. My Christmas, my New Year's, all of that. In this episode, I'll be sharing with you some goals and intentions that I'm setting for the year. And we'll also be discussing the new birthday gifts that Sephora just dropped that are actually really, really good this year. So if you want to hear about all of that, make sure you stay tuned and let's get into the product of the week. Make sure you guys check out my post that I did on Cmichellestyles.com. I worked so hard on it and I love that post talking about my top 25 products of 2021. One of those products is by Lys Beauty, and they also won the best launch of the year. And they did launch last year, by the way, if no one knows. Lys Beauty is a Black-owned, woman-owned brand. She is a delta that represents the triangle shape of most of her items. The item that I love from her is the Speak Love Gloss Lip Treatment Oil. It's $12 at Sephora, and it is really good. I love how it gives you both treatment and color. It's a clean item. It works so well on my lips. It moisturizes. It makes my lips feel good even after the lip gloss wears off. Because usually after a lip gloss wears off, it goes back to trapped, right? It just goes back to feeling dry and cracked or whatever it is that your lips are experiencing. But for this, I noticed some longevity and I love that. I appreciate that. It's $12 and it's a Black-owned brand. I mean, you can't beat it. You can get it at Sephora or on her website, lysbeauty.com. And it is pronounced Lys Beauty. She had a really funny sign up on her Instagram that said it's not pronounced Lys. It's an acronym, LYS. It stands for Love Yourself Beauty. So yeah, make sure you check her out. And if you do, tell her C. Michelle of the Makeup and Beauty Podcast sent you. So Toni Braxton has a new body care line out called Nude Sugar. Luxurious body care with serious results. It's cruelty-free, clean, and melanin approved. Okay, so let's see what some of the products are. She has a refined sugar body mist for $28, a refined sugar hair mist for $18, the cream, or maybe it's pronounced the creme, for $45, a travel size creme, which is a smaller version, of $18, a refined body sugar lotion, $24, a luminous splendor for $45. I wonder what that is because it doesn't say exactly. Refined sugar bath and shower gel, $18, a sugar plum elixir restore and renew body serum, $35, and a travel size of the Splendor. So let's look up the Splendor and see what that is. So Nude Sugar's Luminous Splendor with glycolic acid improves skin texture and addresses discoloration. It also contains 100% sugarcane-derived squalene, which hydrates, smooths redness, and leaves skin feeling beyond soft. So let's see, what are some of the other scents? Okay, so the body mist, its signature scent is Peruvian lime, orange blossom, creamy vanilla, tonka milk, honey-eyed musk, and golden amber. Okay, so I don't know why, but this just came to my mind. Do you guys remember warm vanilla sugar from Bath & Body Works? I just wonder if it smells like that. I'm looking at it and that's the first thing that comes to my mind. I just wonder, does it smell like that? So from my research, it looks like you can only get this at Ulta so far. So the one thing I'm really interested in is, what does the elixir do? It's a body serum. That's $35. Let's read about that. Nude Sugar's Sugar Plum Elixir Restore and Renew Body Serum contains a proprietary blend of humectants to moisturize, restore, and renew skin while brightening. It will restore the texture of the skin and allow for deeper penetration of your cream. So it provides a weightless skin hydration, brightens skins, renews and restores, and has her signature scent that I just listed before. All right. If anyone has tried Nude Sugar, let me know. Send me an email over at podcast@cmichellestyles.com or slide into my DMs at Cmichellestyles and let me know. I'm curious to see if anyone has tried it, smelled it, have any type of experience with Nude Sugar. All right, you guys, so let's start the show. I have a lot I want to dig into. So I know, like most people at the beginning of their year, they like to set goals and things like that. But I've kind of moved away from goals because I just feel like I guess I can't keep them or I forget about them. But for me, I think setting an intention, setting or changing a mindset is going to be better for me. So I'm going to share with you guys just a couple of my intentions for 2022 that I'm going to carry with me throughout the year that are really important to me and my brand. So I would love for you to share with me yours by emailing me or sending me a message over on Instagram, just so we can be each other's accountability partner and just have that shoulder to lean on. One of my intentions for 2022 is to be unapologetically myself. I feel like for so long, and maybe this is coming with age, the older I get, the less and less I care, but it's become painful to not be myself, or it's become increasingly difficult to mask me. Like, I'm a fun, loving, passionate, goofy person. And I feel like for so long I've hid that in order to fit a certain stigma that I feel like has been placed on me or that I have placed on myself, but that's gone. That's no more. I am just really feeling excited and motivated to just live authentically, simply put. A way that I've already started is I posted a video over on my Instagram sharing how I spent my New Year's Eve, and I was just being goofy and having fun with the video. It was just something that I know is me, that feels right to me. And I'm getting to that point where if it doesn't feel right to me, I'm not doing it. It doesn't matter whose opinion it is, I'm doing it. Another thing that I'm going very hard for this year is myself. Good old Cmichelle's brand. I am unabashedly going hard for myself. It's time to show up in new rooms. It's time to just really put my best foot forward and not limit myself or not stop myself from achieving those things because either I'm afraid of achieving that thing or that thing looks too big to me. Well, according to who I serve, nothing is too big for God. And I feel like if he has given me a vision or giving me an idea, then that means that I can do it. It just means that I have to work hard toward that thing. It means that that road might not be easy, but it means that it's achievable because I don't believe any thought would be put in my head of something that I could not do. So that's that. And I think another thing is just making the most out of every moment, finding joy in everything. Glass half full, and that's me for sure. But after I had my son, I really lost myself, and not in a good way. I really, really, really struggled. And it's interesting that I'm even saying this right now, but it's important to be said that if you have just had a baby and you're struggling with postpartum, or even if you are just struggling with depression and anxiety, get yourself some help. Don't be ashamed of it. People are always going to have an opinion. People are always going to have something to say. So who cares? Get what you need for yourself. Do what you need for you. It is so important. Please get yourself the help that you need and advocate for yourself any way, shape, or form. I'm getting back to that woman who I once loved, but in a better way, like 2.0. Right? I know I can never be her again. I just want to be better than her. I'll also add in there to slow down, meditate, set my intention in the morning and to not get up and just be so frantic with the whole to-do list. Like, it's really important that we just slow down and appreciate where we are thank God for where we are. Be grateful for everything that you have and take every day, day by day. Okay, that is truly my goals and intentions for 2022. And now let's get into the new Sephora gifts for this year. That is something that really surprised me how good they are. So they have 4 new gifts, and then they have one that they're having exclusively at Kohl's, which is one of the gifts from last year, and that's the NARS set. The NARS set was, since I'm speaking on that first, because that's the one that won't even be in the stores, they're going to give you a Laguna bronzer and the Laguna lip balm. That's the one I chose last year for my birthday. Wait. Let me back up. Okay, for those that are listening that have no idea what I'm talking about, Sephora gives you birthday gifts every year, whether you buy something or not, free of charge. Like I was mentioning on my post that I wrote about this, so make sure you guys go check that out. It'll show you pictures of everything that Sephora's offering. It's linked in the show notes. I would just go in Sephora before I became like the Sephora queen that I am in my mind. I will go in there and just get the free gift and walk out. Back then, Sephora never really had anything for me. And I don't mean like complexion and shade range, even though that's a thing. But they didn't really have anything that I wanted at the time. Like nothing really stood out to me. So I would go in there because I was all about getting the free, honey. I would sign up everywhere for my birthday and get all the free. I signed up, honey, went in there, got my free gift. And it would be a way to just kind of explore with new products and brands that I wouldn't at the time have really ever purchased or experimented with. So you can go in Sephora or you can go online and you can sign up. They want your name, your email, your birthday, of course, and then you can sign up. You'll be considered a beauty insider. They have 3 different tiers: beauty insider, VIB, and Rouge. And the more and more you purchase, the higher the tiers, the different the samples are that you can choose from as you're shopping. When you sign up, you're eligible to get that free gift. So this year's gifts are probably the best that I've seen yet. They have 4 sets that they'll be rotating throughout the year. One set will be exclusive to Kohl's, and that is the NARS one that I'm talking about. Another set that they're going to be having this year, it's really cool because they kind of run the gamut from skincare to makeup to hair. They're really focusing on hair. So I'm wondering, is hair going to be not a big trend, because hair is always a thing. Hair is always a trend. But I'm just wondering, is hair going to be a main focus this year? Like I was mentioning last week, how I wonder if liquid highlighter's coming out again, because Rihanna came out with her liquid kilowatt highlighter. I wonder, what these new hair trends and makeup trends are going to be. I know graphic liner is supposed to be one. I posted a video of a girl doing a really cool graphic liner tutorial on the Makeup and Beauty podcast page if you want to check that out. But anywho, so we'll go order of skincare, makeup, and then hair. The skincare that they're offering is by Tatcha. And I thought that was really cool because if anyone knows Tatcha is a very luxury, high-end brand. And in the set, you have the Rice Wash Skin Softening Cleanser, the Dewy Skin Cream Plumping and Hydrating Moisturizer, and the Liquid Silk Canvas. I've tried the Silk Canvas in the other form, not the liquid form. The Silk Canvas left a cast before applying the product. It didn't show up in the photo, but I thought that it was going to be more translucent. So it did leave quite a bit of a cast on the skin. And then, you put on your product and all of that. So the Silk Canvas is a weightless liquid primer that cocoons skin from pollutants and makeup while helping your look go on better and last longer. When it comes to Tatcha products, I always have to look up what these things are, because if I hear the words the Rice Wash Skin Softening Cleanser, cool. What does that mean exactly? So this is a pH neutral daily cream cleanser, gently washes away impurities without stripping the skin, leaving it hydrated, feeling soft, and looking luminous. Another product that I've tried from Tatcha is their cleansing oil, because I kept seeing Claire Marshall talk about this cleansing oil. Was it her or was it someone else? Anyway, someone was talking about this cleansing oil and I just had to have it. It's good. I like it, but I have found 2 better. One is the DHC oil that you can get at Ulta, $14 in the small size. That was great. But one even better than that is the one I put on my list for the top 25 items of 2021. And that's by Pharmacy, their cleansing balm. Now, I know that they're different between oils and balms. So if I had to compare apples to apples, it would be the DHC oil I would like better when it comes to the oils. But the balm turns into an oil, and I love that one more. Next on the list is Laura Mercier. So that is the makeup option that they're giving. So any makeup girl has this translucent powder, has tried this translucent powder, or knows about this translucent powder. So they're giving away the original translucent powder with a caviar stick. I've always wanted to try the caviar stick. This gift set is only going to be at Sephora because the shade that they're giving away, called Strapless, is exclusively a Sephora shade. So you're getting the translucent powder with the caviar stick in their exclusive shade, and that's a nice duo. Laura Mercier, if you're listening, can you please bring back the secret eyeshadow powder in number 2? They were loose eye setting powders. I have seen nothing like it. Nothing melted into the skin like it. It was ideal. This was back in like 2015, 2016. They had these powders. I went so far when I found out they were discontinuing the item and called around to many different stores to find them and buy the last few that they had. Now, they brought it back, but I think it's more in a pressed form now that I haven't tried. But I want them to bring back just the loose powder because the loose powder did what it was supposed to do. And you know, you're a creature of habit. You like your old stuff. I like my old stuff. And they had this gel eyeliner in black and brown that was unmatched. And that's discontinued. So if someone from Sephora, if someone from Laura Mercier is listening, can you please just tell them to bring those items back, or just slide in my DMs? And if you can, you know, just send me what you got left, because I need those things. They look so good on my clients. They look so good on myself. And the number 2 was so good for brown skin. Jeez, bring it back. Moving into hair. So they have 2 sets this year from hair brands. One is by Amica and the other is by Olaplex. So we'll start with the Olaplex set. Olaplex was everywhere last year for a minute, and so was Amica, but Olaplex was everywhere. Like the number 3, the hair perfect, I don't know. Like I don't get too deep into hair. That is not my ministry, but people love the Olaplex. My hairstylist uses Olaplex and Amica, so this would be a great set to dib and dabble into it. So this is the number 3. It repairs and strengthens all hair types. And the number 8, it says it does the same thing. So let me get a little bit deeper into these descriptions. So the number 3 hair perfector, this is a concentrated treatment, strengthens the hair from within, reducing breakage and improving its look and feel. Okay. The number 9 is a bond intense moisture mask. Infused with patented Olaplex bond building technology, this highly concentrated reparative mask adds shine, smooths, and body while building intense moisture to treat damaged hair. Okay, so this sounds great, especially if you love doing your own hair. I typically don't, but I still just kind of want to have it just to have it. Right? Especially if people rant and rave about these products. I think for Olaplex, their hero product is number 3. So let me know what you guys think about any of these products by sliding into my DMs at Cmichellestyles or sending me an email at podcast@cmichellestyles.com. So let's move into the last gift. That is by Amica. So this one is a 3-piece set. And they have the Perk Up Dry Shampoo. Okay, brown women out there, do you use dry shampoos? I am so curious to see how it would work on my hair after it's straightened and gets a little oily. After about 3 days, my natural oils from my hair start seeping in and it starts to get really stringy and just fine looking because I have very fine hair. So I'm going to try it on my hair, but I'm curious to know if any of you have tried dry shampoo out there. Now, Amica's hero product is the Soul Food Nourishing Mask. I've heard many women talk about it. This is an ultra-rich, hydrating hair mask. It's packed with vitamins and nutrients to moisturize, soften, and smooth. And the last thing in the gift set is the Flash Intense Shine Mask, a flash-acting mask that delivers brilliant shine, softens, and hydrates hair just in 60 seconds. So I'm curious to know, what would you pick out of these items? Right now, I'm really thinking it's going to be between the Amica gift set and the Olaplex gift set, only because I've never purchased anything Olaplex on my own. So on the rare occasion that I do my hair, I could at least have it to try. I've tried the Mercier products and I'm a fan of those. I've tried Tatcha products. I'm a fan of those. So I've tried many of these brands before, but not necessarily their hero products. Let me know what you would pick. All right, you guys. Well, that is the end of the podcast. I hope you enjoyed the first podcast of the year. I know we got a little deep, but it was very important to me to be honest and to say that, because you never know what someone is going through. And on the outside looking in, everything could be good, but on the inside, a person could really just be suffering and crushed. And it's important that you know that there's a community out there that can support you, that wants to help you. And it's important to be healthy on the outside and in. But again, my prayer for all of us for 2022 is to have a fruitful year, is to have a prosperous year, and to have a fun year. As fun as we can make it. Out of every situation, trying to pivot that thought and to turn everything into something positive as much as we can. And also, if you guys liked this podcast, please leave me a review and rate this podcast. That helps me out a lot. It helps the podcast grow. Share this with some other makeup artist friends. Share this with some beauty enthusiast friends. Share this with anyone that just loves makeup, beauty, fashion, and all of that, because again, this is a community and sticking together is important. I thank you so much for listening. I will put in the show notes where you can find me over at Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, Twitters, all of the socials, Clubhouse. I'm on everything, all at Cmichellestyles. My website is Cmichellestyles.com, which is your makeup and beauty destination. I will be posting makeup news on there, which will be weekly for sure. Check back there daily for newness. And if you want to be a member, make sure you sign up for my email, my listserv. I send out weekly emails with beauty inside scoop and information and all of the tea. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for joining me for beauty and community. And until next time, adios, besos.